over a year because they're not consistent with start times on the season. And I am Kat. That is Pappy. And we are here at the Game of Thrones after show on Scrumptious Unscripted.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are.
All day today, I'm excitedly talking like, yeah, man, Game of Thrones, can't wait. One of my favorite shows ever. And then as soon as the show's over, I text a friend. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you one other thing. Fuck this show.
And we're going to get right into that. So we are talking about Season 6, Episode 1, the premiere, titled The Red Woman.
Titled Get Your Hopes Up and Dash Them, because we have a whole season to fill.
But that was too
long to fit on the title card.
Yeah.
So let's start out with what everyone was hoping for, Jon Snow's predicament. And what everybody with a lesson in real world money-making should have realized was not going to be solved today. So yes, they found Jon Snow
dead.
D-E-D. Dead. So dead he couldn't even afford the A.
Well, no, that's just because the Night's Watch doesn't get paid.
Fair enough. Yeah, but fortunately his body was found by people who actually give a crap about him. Dolores said.
Onion
friends.
Knight!
Yes, the Onion Knight. And as far as plans go, they had a pretty good one. Lock the door.
Just bolt the door. No, nobody can break through, like half-inch, wood planking doors. No.
Yeah, but as was
they're impervious.
later pointed out in the episode, they're going to come in, but they have to pretend to care. So, we'll give you till nightfall, blah, 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 blah. And so it's nice, though. I kind of like the direction where they just straight up were like, oh, yeah, we murdered the shit out of him.
Yeah. Like,
Here's
what's
why.
happened? Who killed? Yeah, no, we did that.
Yeah.
We did that.
Yeah. So, yeah, and the Red Woman, thanks, Melisandre, for going in there and being like, he's not supposed to be dead.
Are you sure?
Because now we have the issue of, okay, well, if he's fighting at Winterfell, is he with the zombies? Dun, dun, dun. Or the White Walkers, as we call them in this universe. But yeah, so no Jon Snow answers made, but some tentative alignments have occurred, may occur in the future, with Ed going out and trying to find the wildlings.
Can I put a prediction note in here? If you're new to our after show, Pappy and I play a points game every season, and
I'm losing.
Historically, that is accurate. I'm going to throw out there that Onion Knight goes in to find Melisandre and is like, fuck you, bitch, you got me into this. And we're in this together now. And slaps that magic necklace back on her and is like, get out there and do your job.
But if you want to kind of also swing back down to the end, so, even though it's the other side of the episode, it's still the same people we're talking about. It was really awkward with that. Just, I'm really sad and depressed, so time to show everybody what I really look like without the necklace. Ugh.
This is me imitating Gravity.
Yeah, it was a poignant scene. Again, I was all excited. I'm like, man, there's only like 6 minutes left, and no nudity. This must be like a serious episode. Oh, well, no, never mind.
Nope.
Yeah. Nudity. There's the really slow lingering shot on an ass that went on longer than needed to, and now she's a crone. Okay, you didn't need her to be naked to show that.
Yeah, you did.
I don't feel that there was anything but just shock value.
No, you did. Totally.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
We're going like the evil Queen Snow White approach, where it's like, if I'm not pretty, then nothing's worthwhile anymore.
So we just had to assume that she's evil or something? I mean, she looked legit depressed, both as Melisandre, as we know her, and as the crone version. Like, straight, I have no idea what to do at this point because I kind of pinned all of the hopes on Jon Snow. So, again, not a spoiler, but a book note, because I'm the book guy. Followers of the God of Light have risen people from the dead in the books. Will it happen to Jon Snow?
They've risen people on the show.
Yeah. Well, the one guy, but I mean, there's a lot more evident in the books.
Yeah.
But yeah, so are we going to get around to it? Is this going to be one of those fucking teasers where she just waits like a week? He must actually be cold in the dead ground and devoid of blood before I may raise him. Well, maybe you should have told us that. We would have buried him like an hour ago. Come on, lady.
Yeah, like we would have got on that. We got a whole team
Yeah,
here in this room. Like, just give
yeah,
us
come on.
directions.
So we at least have the onion knight in a pickle, which is where he belongs. Pickle onion.
Oh
But I like where they're leaving it because I know they were going to leave it. But at least there's
yeah.
intrigue there.
No, I will give them credit though, because I was looking at the clock because I felt like things were moving very, very quickly.
Yeah.
And I looked, and it was probably 20 minutes into the episode, and it was like, damn, we've like almost resolved everything that we left in like the last 4 episodes.
Yeah, and again, that's the unfortunate part about this show is the first episode of the first season has to be mostly recap for the cliffhangers.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we left you on 18 cliffhangers. Let's take care of
Half
17 of them,
Yeah.
and then eke a couple out.
But
So
I
moving
think
on.
we resolved a lot more than usual, though.
Yeah, but yeah, the Ramsey, the leap.
Yeah.
So we see Ramsey and his beloved father having a quick little fireside chat, ending with, "Boy, I hope I have another son because you're fucking worthless."
Yeah. Because you suck.
Yeah, and I love that. But again, showing why younger Snow was a little touched. Everyone was afraid of me except for her. Feed her to the dogs.
Yeah. That's good
Don't
meat.
miss
Don't
that girl.
waste it.
Yeah. So then, fortunately, we didn't spend too much time on there, and we jumped right to Team Freezing Toes, as your notes put them.
Yes. Team freezing toes. Because,
And yeah, I was legit like, oh, are we really gonna like pull them both back for more torture? Because this is just
yeah, I'm over
unnecessary.
it. Yeah.
So, your girl, Brienne of Tarth, and might I say, go Podrick.
You mean Tribodrick.
He is quad Podrick now with that sword arm going on too. And again, not only showing how he's maturing as a warrior, but I liked how they're still highlighting how smart he is when he helped Sansa finish the oath.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, what's the next? Oh yeah, here's the line. Thank you. But now,
Not only
you're right.
am I street smarts, but I'm book smarts too.
And now we kind of have been given that, hey, Stannis is dead.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to argue that now.
It is a bit hard to argue that. Though that wasn't really my argument to make. I just felt on behalf of some fans that had approached us. Yeah.
And now we've converged some of these stories so we can see more people by bringing Brienne and Sansa together.
Yeah.
Because, and I will note, remember how this whole episode has so much advertisement for the Isles, and we had nada.
Yeah.
So it's obvious they had to cover a lot of ground. So we will continue covering ground. Jamie.
Oh, can we not? Can we not? That is my sigh of disappointment.
One, Cersei looks good in short hair. And I was jokingly thinking to myself, I'm like, man, this woman's such a good actress. Man, people should put her in more movies and stuff, sarcastically joking to myself. But seriously, great. I mean, I love everything she does with Cersei. This is no exception. Just watching her running full of hope, running like a teenager, and then the realization dawning as she's watching the boat come to shore.
Oh, yeah. That was, to me, it was like with no words, just face, and not even tears, just face.
Yep.
Like tight shot, like, hi, right here. You could watch that woman break in half emotionally.
Yeah. And they cast the right people in the right roles for this show.
Oh, hell yeah.
And a little bit of sadness, and then fuckity fuck.
Well, it's just like that's Jamie's response. Like, fuck those guys and fuck that guy and fuck you too.
Fuck this thing in particular.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that for sure. Like, no, I am. I'm disappointed. I did not predict Jamie jumping on batshit bandwagon, and not even jumping on, like, being the horse to tow batshit bandwagon.
Well, somebody predicted what's going to happen in this season. And that would be Dorne.
Dorne.
Yeah, not quite how I expected it to go down. Because again, for us fans of the book, there's a whole lot of awesome chapters dedicated to the awesome bodyguard
Who
of the
was
Prince of
just
Dorne.
like shanked.
Just
Not even a line in the show. Just
yeah,
ah.
no. And remember my disappointment last season about how little we got of him and how excited I was to see more of him and more of Dorne. Well, that was just shot to
You
shit,
you saw more of him as it spilled out on the floor.
right? I didn't even close up to him being dead. They just went to, oh hey, King, over.
Yeah, important guy bleeding here.
And
Camera guy.
I think that shows just how just inherently evil in terms of good and bad the Sand Vipers are with their own half brother. I mean, they're in the world of boning everybody. They're related by family somehow.
Yeah, well, aren't the girls his
They were,
nieces?
yeah. I mean, they're related. Again, I'm not going to set up earthquake.
Sorry for the earthquake. My lovely assistant is about to come and say hello.
Oh yes, your own dire tiger.
Yeah, my own dire cat. Here, you want to be internet famous?
Cat butthole. There we go.
Oh,
I don't like this.
I don't like being internet famous, but then don't come help me record.
And that's how we just get 500 more views.
Right?
Put a cute cat on the cover. Anyhow,
Cute cat in there.
so
Sorry about that, cat mom.
just to show how evil they are, though, really is. Who would you like to fight? Like, damn, son. I was expecting, like, hey, man, we got time for. Maybe he's gonna be a badass and kill him. Maybe we got
Right?
time for a
Like
cool
maybe
little
he'll
fight.
stick a shoulder or something.
Yeah, and hey, check out the tip of my spear, sister. Oh wait, he's in the way. Let me just push harder.
He became a manicorn.
And then, I mean, yeah, we covered a lot of ground because I think we're only half an hour in at that point when we switch over to Marine, and we have the wonderful my two favorite brothers from other mothers. Yeah, having a little chat, kind of getting a feel for just how fucked the city is, and I really enjoyed the whole eating baby little scene there. For your baby. Hey, no, you're.
No, she thinks you want to eat her baby. No.
And I think that shows how twisted this area is. With between the slavery and the way the rich lorded over the poor and everything.
Oh,
That
yeah.
the first thought in her mind was, "Oh, he wants to buy my baby and eat it." Like in a normal society, that's not the first thing a mother should think when a man says your child. You know.
Yeah.
So that was great, and seeing everything on fire. I'm sure you appreciated seeing everything on fire.
Loved seeing everything on fire. We should have more things on fire in this show.
And I do like how they jumped around and still got a little bit of conversation going. Then we jumped to our search party of two, but they had a nice little conversation going on that was actually interesting.
Yeah.
And then because I will give
Well,
them credit.
hey, sorry, I'm boning the chick you want to bone, and she doesn't want to bone you, and she's boning me. Yeah, that totally sucks, man.
Yeah, and then he gets a little jab in if you live that long.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give HBO credit here. I'm going to give the writers credit here. I was actually really ticked when they did the whole previously on and she drops the earring. Because I'm like, really? We're going to Scooby-Doo this shit? Where they find an earring in a fucking 10,000 square mile sea of grass? But no, the horse trampled the grass and they left a little circle where they had surrounded her. So, okay, HBO Game of Thrones writers, you are forgiven.
You have redeemed thyself.
I'm sorry I doubted you. We should know that I'm a terrible person and a liar because I still don't have lighting set up in here. So I'm sorry that I projected my terrible personness on you, and I ask for forgiveness.
We humbly beg your forgiveness, the great HBO old gods and new.
But then we get to see Dragon Mama, your girl. We got a little bit of nudity in there about her catching the drapes.
Hey, you know what, though? It's totally okay to do butt stuff as long as you have a conversation afterwards, because that's what defines you from not being an animal.
No, it's still rape.
No, that's what they said. I like conversation after my butt stuff.
For those of you who are younger and might be influenced by Game of Thrones, don't emulate your life off the Dothraki.
Yeah, that's a bad decision. Bad decision.
I loved how they ended that scene, though.
Yeah.
She saved her ass and then put her right back in the fire.
Which is par for the course with her.
Yep. So now, you're going to the most holy and protected place of Dothraki. Good luck getting out of that one.
Yeah.
So there's the rest of the season for her.
Pretty much. I do like how we are seeing how, like, the Lord of Light cult, because I'm going to call them a cult.
Yeah. No,
They're
it's a cult.
They're a cult.
They're bigger in that continent.
But they're spreading. Like, we've keep seeing these snippets, especially with, like, Tyrion's storyline.
Yeah. But I'm saying that continent is kind of where they originated. So
Yeah.
they're on Westeros. They're kind of a relatively common, again, books.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying from a show standpoint.
Oh, from a show standpoint, yeah.
They keep cropping up, and they keep cropping up in larger populated areas, more prevalent. I mean, the first time we met them was in a cave in the woods.
Yeah, and really the only proponent was your favorite actress, Melisandre. Not favorite, your favorite person on the show.
I was going to say, I love her as an actress.
As an actress, yeah.
Yeah.
You just hate
the
role
show,
she's portraying.
yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, so yeah, you're right. And every time we do see him, the crowd's a little bigger. So hopefully that'll play a part in future things to come. I did skip over the poor queen.
Oh.
Yeah, the actual queen, not Cersei, who just thinks she's the ruler of the universe.
Marjorie, who was waiting to get backhand book slapped.
I know, right? Even I was scared for her. Like, that is an imposing nun. Like, that's the kind of nun that Catholics just have, they flinch when they see her on the screen.
PTSD, like, yeah.
But again, good little snippet. Okay, hey, Marjorie's still in there, and moving on. So I'm thinking, are we gonna straight see her brainwashed? Is she gonna eventually save herself and sell out her brother? There's a lot of stuff they can go with that. But I like that they reminded us where she was and then moved on. Like most of this episode.
Didn't linger.
Yeah.
No, there wasn't a lot of lingering on anything, really.
Which was a bummer, though, because we get to my favorite Stark. The blind one.
I was going to say, specify, we had a lot of Stark in this episode.
Well, the 2.5.
Ba-dum-bum.
Yeah, I like, again... We're showing what's going on. We're showing the training. This hasn't gotten past the novels, so I still kind of have it. I get to pretend that I have a clue, which is nice.
So they can just, do some butt stuff with you and then have conversation because they're not animals.
Yes.
Yeah.
But not with those sticks, please. Yeah, again, she's being trained to listen. And that's it.
I'm a little bummed at, how her eyeballs look. Is that weird to say? Weird. It is a little weird because it almost looks like it's CGI.
Yeah, I don't know.
Could be. Yeah, I don't know.
It's either CGI or some they went, hey, we need contacts, but make them just as fucked up as you can get them.
Yeah, they're super weird. I mean, I'm digging it, but it also trips me up a little bit.
Yeah, But again, we just see a snippet. She's blind, and now she's got to learn how to not only listen to everything around her, in terms of being able to gather information quickly and process it, but also not get her ass beat.
She's got to become Matt Murdock. Done.
And then I just love your note, elder abuse.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes, elder abuse, because, oh, man, that ending, it was just like, oh, man, you know what? Part of me is kind of like, you go, Grandma, that they hired. And I couldn't tell if it was a different actress or if they put her in a bodysuit because...
I couldn't tell either because it was well done, whatever they done did.
It was super convincing. So if it was an extra, hired in to just be a body stand-in for that and look really sad, well done.
Man, I'm going to sound like a terrible person. I'm thinking it was a prosthetic, like a bodysuit, because she looked like a Barbie doll down in that region. Because when I'm confronted by something that uncomfortable, the first thing I do is look at
straight at the crotch.
Right to the crotch.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking it might have been makeup. Now, here's my logic for makeup, is because the eyes didn't look any older.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of what they were...
I don't know.
However they did it, It was impressive.
Yeah, I was going to say, hats off on that one. Like, well done. Whichever direction it went in, like, if you found some really old woman who was willing to take all her clothes off for your show, like, good job.
Well, it is Game of Thrones. I would take off my clothes for that show.
Oh, shit, yeah. They called me and were like, hey, Kat, you want to be naked on the next episode of Game of... Sign me up.
Yep. At least I got something to show my kids when they're 18. You thought you were ashamed of me then. Look what I did.
Yeah, before you go off to college, I
Yeah.
just want to tell you something real
Remember when
quick.
you said that I could never do anything to further embarrass you?
Bam!
Yeah, that pretty much covers all the things. I think we still got a couple of minutes. We want to cover some predictions and guesses?
Oh, well, I just liked my funny joke I wrote in my notes where it was, it's a bloody woman. And I went, oh, now you're a bloody man. So I have to share that with everybody. Occasionally, on my fun notepad, I write little snarky remarks about the episode. And that was my snarky remark for this one.
I liked it. I did.
Yeah.
Don't mess with Brienne. It's easy. But yeah, I think. Well, obviously we're going to get more focus now that we've kind of brought stuff together. So I think we are going to see a war with Dorne, like an all-out war. I have no guesses for the North. What do you think? You think the Red Woman's going to revive him, or do you think he's going to become a White Walker?
No, we know my stance.
Us?
My stance holds. I think
Right.
I think Red Woman is gonna have some like elder vision while she tries to sleep herself to death.
I think
That was my takeaway from that. I'm just gonna sleep forever. Like that's
my bold prediction for the Jon Snow situation is that it will not be resolved before season 4. Or, episode 4. It will not be resolved until back in time. Yeah, it won't.
Oh no, I
be
feel
at
like we
least
saw
episode.
a significant amount of the North this episode, so I would say probably next episode is going to be
More focus on
Arya and more of the capital. So I think we're going to see Marjorie, Jaime, Cersei, and Arya are going to be the main players next.
We'll see at least a snippet of where Sansa's going to go next.
I don't even know if we're going to see Sansa next.
I think we'll see a snippet, but my other guess is we're going to focus on King's Landing, we're going to see nothing of Arya, and then we're going to finally be introduced to all the shit going on in the Isles. That's my guess.
I don't think the Isles are going to come into play until probably episode 3.
All right, there we go. This is how specific we're getting on these bets.
Yeah, we're laying it all down here. So what do you think, everybody? We'd love to hear some extra opinions. I think maybe I will concede maybe you're right. We'll see where Sansa goes next episode because that will probably be the Iron Isles.
Nice. I like it.
Because I know Theon's telling her to go north. I don't think Brienne's going to take her to the wall, though.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'd say we leave it on that very, very, very brave prediction.
I go bold or go home, sir.
So I'm good. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Yeah. Fuck this show. I love it.
And fuck that guy.
Got to stick to.
Yeah, that.